Ah, Dementia Joe. You remember him. He's still president, by the way.
You sure about that?
Anyway, he recently spoke in front of a group of world leaders.
Fuck.
And did what Joe does best.
Do it!
He dumped it up.
Come on, man. Give me a little break here.
I'm Jazz Borganzo on this. Joe, we're going to miss you.
Oh, it's true! It's damn true!
And that's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Monday. Question of the day. Has anybody seen Joe? You know, Uncle Joe, Dementia Joe, Joe Dementia, you know, Gaff Joe, Gassy Joe, Sloppy Joe, Pedo Joe. Has anybody seen this guy? Is he still actually running the country? Well, we all know the answer to that. That will be a no. But anyway, he showed up recently. Yeah, I know. You know, like the old, what is it? The old 80s cartoon or whatever it was, you know, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Well, where in the world is Joe Biden? Well, it turns out that he was back home in Delaware hosting world leaders. Yes, Australia, India, I don't know, Gungalastan. I don't know. I just made that country up. But then again, you never know. It could be a country, you know. But anyway, what was Joe up to? Well, he was up to his old tricks. Things up. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Watch. Who's next? Biden snaps at world leaders, forgets to introduce India's PM Modi. President Joe Dementia became confused, once again, dazed and confused, at his final Australian, India, Japan, U.S. diplomatic president shouting, "Who's next?" at the crowd full of reporters and foreign officials before realizing that it was he was supposed to introduce India's prime minister. The event for the four countries alliance, known as the Quad Summit, never heard of it, took place in Biden's Wilmington, Delaware home on Saturday, according to the New York Post. Quote, "I want to thank you for all you being here," Biden told the audience. "And now, who am I introducing next?" A few seconds passed, and Biden started forward in confusion. "Who's next?" he shouted, which was followed by another uncomfortable long period of awkward silence. Finally, an announcer's voice cuts over the speaker and introduces Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the stage. And here's Joe at his best.
So I want to thank you all for being here. And now, who am I introducing next? Who's next?
As the old man shouts at cloud.
Distinguished guests, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India.
Wow. The fumble brought more attention to the 81-year-old's questionable mental state. Questionable? Yeah, okay. Just a day after First Lady Jill Biden, yes, Dr. Jill Biden, remember that, led the administration's first cabinet meeting since October 2nd, 2023. Yes, their first Lady to do so in who knows how long. Because once again, we all know who's running the country, and it's not Joe. Quote, "I'd like to turn over to Jill for any comments that she has. It's all yours, kid," the president said, handing over the meeting to his unelected wife.
We're grateful that Jill is here today. Heard that clapping. It wasn't for me when we came in. And here across previous administration, First Ladies have attended these meetings for specific reasons.
When was the last time Michelle, Big Mike, showed up there?
She's about to speak to the both.
Last time?
Today,
Probably Hillary was the last time who attended one of these things. And, well, we all know she was the second president.
Fundamentally change the approach and the fund, how we approach and fund women's health services. So I'd like to turn it over to Jill and for any comments she has. And it's all yours, kid.
Thank you. You know, since I was the White House.
No one cares. Joe Biden is kicking off the first cabinet meeting in the White House and had he's had almost in a year. Yes, his first cabinet meeting in almost a year. And we're expected to act like this is normal, political commentator Kate Hyde wrote on X. Dr. Jill is now assisting whatever is left of crooked Joe Biden by leading the cabinet meetings, said RNC research account. Yeah, a throwaway story on a Monday. But anyway, this got severely mocked by those on X and those on other social media platforms that you had Joe Biden at the head of the table while Joe was just an afterthought sitting in the corner with his hands down his pants a la Al Bundy. It's pathetic, but at this point, it's expected. You know, Joe to making a fool out of themselves, you know, being a butthead. But then when you're at a quote unquote meeting, at a conference with world leaders, and yet you don't know who you're supposed to call, and then you're yelling at everybody who's next, like you're Goldberg. Again, no surprise. But what's funny about all this is that we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it when it's all gone, because then we're going to have Trump for another 4 years. But the gaffes, the goofs, the buffoonery, the a-holery, the yelling at clouds, the mocking, the incessant memeing, we're going to miss it. Well, take advantage of it for while it lasts. I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.